Welcome to the live replay, you guys. Let me tidy up my desk a little bit here and get set up for the day. Today's September 25th, and we're gonna keep working on Ivy's journal. We were doing her birthday theme yesterday, and I think we can finish that month today. Wrong drawer. I just did a bunch of gold foil for orders this afternoon, so I had all the stuff out on my desk to take pictures of them. Let me just pull up TikTok on my iPad. Oh, apparently I have the volume on. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Welcome here. Just starting up for the night. Let me open up August, which is what we're working on in Ivy's journal. We just started this little birthday theme for her using a like muted rainbow sort of color palette. So we're gonna continue on with that tonight. Hey Britt, I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah, doing well. Can't complain. Okay. I just want to not let myself forget. I have one outstanding order that I for sure need to pack today, whether she comes or not, so that I can mail it off tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. So for August, I know there's not a lot of people here yet, but let me show you guys the different calendar types that we've been doing. I think I'm just gonna Actually, I think I might just make this decision by myself because I feel like this month, with all the different colors involved, would look nice as like stripes of color instead of the two ways that we've been doing it is either like an outline with dots for the dates or just like stripes of color. And I feel like this color palette and theme suits a stripy calendar. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I just set that up today, and I actually just did my, calendar's not done, but my weekly spread. Oh, whoops, and then I closed it right away, silly me. But I just set up my weekly spread, filmed a quick reel of that right before I got on live. Okay, then I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use navy for the lines because that's what we used here. Let me just pull up a calendar for August of 2026. And welcome here, you guys. Thanks for joining. And 2 days on the bottom row here, so 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. That. And then 1 day up on the top here. There we go. And then I've got a bunch of different colors that we can cycle through for this month because it's a big one, color palette wise. Hey Sherry. Welcome here. Actually, yeah. Hey, Dylan. Oh, I feel like you guys found me fast today. I just started and we've already got a pretty solid group. Very Thursday kind of Thursday. Yeah, I'm excited for Friday too. They're pretty, hey, Kylie? Yeah, I like this. Kylie, are you the same Kylie with a different profile picture? Or are you a different Kylie than the one I'm thinking of? Kylie, like, who's friends with Savannah. Hey, Jack. Debbie. Within Canada, I typically do use Canada Post. Why do you ask? Oh, you are the same Kylie. Okay. Funny. I never know when people change their profile picture because, I mean, sometimes I'll have like a million different people with the same name that I'll meet, and then sometimes there's just like, there's one Kylie, you know, I haven't seen another Kylie in here, so I figured maybe it was you. They're on strike again? Did they? Oh, guys. Well, I guess the good news for me is I didn't actually print your guys' labels, so I should be able to just order them through PRINTABLE later. The bad news for me is I collected Canada Post price fees, and PRINTABLE later is usually almost double that, so that's coming out of my birthday money, as my husband always says when I spend money on stuff. It's a joke, but oh my goodness, seriously? Canada Post. Why do they do this like all the time? Okay, August, we need to decide how we want to do our little check-in box. Let me show you some things that we've done in the past. So we did it like this in July, just the title check-in and some doodles at the bottom and top. We made it into a puddle for May. Oh yeah, the theme is birthday. And we've gone with candles as the main doodle, but we can bring other doodles in. I know, Linda, the shipping problems have been brutal. Oh, why did they do that? Hey, Jamie. Okay, and then we did it like this in April. And just like this in March. And like that in February. And then one of these in January. Oh yeah, we could do confetti, like a border of confetti or something. And then, okay, what do you guys think about this? For the August heading over here, what if I would do like the strip across again to calligraphy August, but then on top just do like the kind of bulkier printed letters, you know, but then there'd be a strip through the middle that would say August. So I could do that type of lettering up here so it kind of matches without being the same. And then over here, we could have like a confetti box or something, like just kind of like what we did in April for the brain dump, and do like kind of fill the sides with confetti. Okay, let's do it. I'm still mad about the Canada Post strike. Yes, I did do a little tape strip across on the other page. And I'm doing it again. So we'll do A, U, Okay, have I done each color once? I feel like there were more colors in this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, pink. Where did I put my pink? I set her off to the side. There we go. Perfect. Jamie, which monthly spreads on my Insta? Were you meaning the, like this one that I just posted today? Because that one I didn't do on live. That one was just in my own journal that I did for a reel, but I do my other ones. Oh yeah, October and September, those have been in my own journal. Because the things that I do on live, I haven't figured out a good system yet for turning them into reels. I know it's definitely doable, but like whenever I try to use, like TikTok has a feature where you can like just take your live and only download the highlights. But the highlights are always like when people comment the most, which for me is actually the most boring part of my content because that's usually when we're like doing a vote or something, so I'm not even drawing. So that feature of TikTok doesn't really help me. So I haven't gone to the work of digging through the full like 2.5 hour live to crop down reels out of them. So whenever I am actually drawing in a reel, it's been done off of live. Okay, let's do, I'm just gonna write check-in and then fill the space all around with confetti. So check in. Oh, sorry, I did see a few questions. What kind of marker? Somebody asked that, right? Oh, what pens are those? This navy one is a Pentel Sign brush pen. Pentel Fude Touch Sign brush pen, something super long name by Pentel. And then these markers are Tombow markers, most of them. Got one Zig brushable in there. How did I learn that type of lettering? Basically basically just looking and copying, like from Pinterest mostly. I used to like trying watercolor. I was never great, but I would like pick a little watercolor Bible verse or something from Pinterest and then just like practice the font over and over until it looked the way I wanted to. So mostly just practice and copying a lot of Pinterest quotes. Thanks. Kaylee, the one place that I always see the brushables is Stationery Pal. Journal Say usually has like all of the markers that I like except for the brushables, but Stationery Pal always has them. That's where I get my brushables. But I also don't leave the house, so I only buy things online. I don't know if you can find them like in a Hobby Lobby type of thing somewhere. Okay, 2 colors left. Oh, nice, Dylan. Dana, they were just saying that. I did not hear that before joining this live, and then that's the first bit of news that came in on the live is that Canada Post is doing it to us again. And I'm guessing there's not much chance that it'll be done by Christmas, which was such a pain last year with, like, that's when my orders usually pick up. I should actually go close my Etsy shop right now so people don't order through there. About my options. Holiday mode. I hate this. Save. Yeah, just in time for Christmas. Yeah, they stopped moving anything, Vanessa. It's brutal. Yeah. Okay. There's our calendar page. Brain dump title, calendar. And next comes memories. And I know that we had talked about maybe doing the color changing calligraphy thing on the memories page. But let's do a few options here. I'm just trying to think of other options. So we could do, I feel like this theme really lends itself to the option where like everything is happening on the middle of the page. You know, like we could either do basically the same thing as the calendar, but with memories. This is the last time we'll have like a large open space because we'll, wait, what weekly spread are we on to next? We did that one first in March. Okay, so then we're on to April. Yeah, so this is the next time we'll have like a big tall space like this to do the candle thing again if we want to. So we could do that like exact thing across the middle here, but with memories across instead of with August. Or we could do color changing calligraphy and then just have like little baby candles like this on some of the like corners, you know, like just kind of doodled around. But I feel like those are maybe my top two options. I don't even know if I want to make the other layouts options in this one. Candles again. Okay, well, let's take a vote. Here's the thing. Before we take the vote, let me point out what weekly spread we're using. We're using this weekly spread. So for those of you, I see in the comments people want candles again. And if you're really set on color changing calligraphy, this would be a great window here for color changing calligraphy. And then we just throw the calendar down here with some doodles. No problem. So we're not ruling out color changing calligraphy if we do vote to do the candle thing here again. But I don't think we'd really have room to do the candle thing justice up here. So just to keep in mind while we do the vote. I don't remember if I've seen a moderator here to do it. So I'm just gonna, wait, I did see Paige here, didn't I? Whatevs. I've got it pulled up right here. 1 minute, 2 options. Option number 1, whoop, I should have it up here. Option number 1 is to do basically this exact same thing. This is her birthday month, so we want to keep the birthday theme going strong. Option number 1 is to do this, but across the middle here and say memories for her memory spread. And option number 2 is to do color changing calligraphy, but obviously with the colors from this month. Color changing calligraphy in the middle here, and then just like small little candles and birthday doodles around it. So option 1, the full candle deal that we did on the cover in the middle here. And then option 2, we're just going to use the middle again, but color changing calligraphy with like little mini calendar and birthday doodles around it. Hey Annie, all that you missed was doing, or sorry Anne, doing the calendar. We just did that. And I did the gold foil on all your guys' journals today. Option 1, 1. Okay, sounds great. well, we can do option 2 on a different page. Like I was saying, I feel like the weekly spreads would have a great window on them to do option 2. Oh, I didn't make this long enough. Yes, you can, Jess. I didn't want to just like pull them out and spoil it in case people don't want to see their journal, you know, like in case you want it to be a surprise when you get it from the post office. Or I guess when it gets delivered to your doorstep, because Canada Post is pooping on all of us again. Okay, let me try this again. I just need to restart. Let me show you your journal, Jess, because I can't seem to put that on straight. Victoria with a little cherry blossom flower. It's so hard to get the fine details to cut nicely. This was like my 3rd try, but I think it worked. And then a couple little sparkles sprinkled around. Very delicate. Okay, let me try this taping thing again because for some reason it's stumping me. No problem, Jess. Okay, here we go. That's good. Thanks, Sherry. Yeah, I'm getting into a better rhythm with the gold foil stuff now. It's going a lot faster for me now that I've gotten used to, like, you know, I got to do the design on my iPad, then I've got to send it to my computer, then I've got to upload it to the app and resize it and all of that, and then cut it, weed it, whatever. I feel like I'm starting to get a better workflow down so that they don't take me so long, but it's still the most time-consuming part of my personalization process. Nessa. That's funny. Okay. Ooh, what kind of markers did you choose, Sherry? Hey, come on. Add the little flames. And we're gonna spell memories across the middle for her memories page. Go. Ooh, fun. I know, right, Cassie? I love this Tombow yellow, or this mild liner yellow, and Tombow 991, but yeah, this even softer one is beauty. Yes, Sierra, we can do a flip through. Aw, thanks, Elena. Well, my goal is to make it look easy. Or to make it easy. My goal is not ever to come up with like the most elaborate things that take, you know, hours of sketching and pull out every different medium, watercolors, stickers, whatever. It's just to keep it very simple as far as the supplies that you need, the shapes that you're gonna draw, and make it doable. Oh, hey, Anna. Good to see ya. Yes, so March we have a lemons theme. Brain dump is one of her monthly pages. Calendar with the check-in box is her next monthly layout, and then a 2-page memory spread. These are the weeklies for March. April, we did this little Teddy and Dino theme based on 2 of her son's birthday cakes. And this is the weekly layout that we're using again. I would love your guys' feedback. Last time we took a vote, the page that we drew inspiration from on Pinterest had this same spacing, where this page has larger boxes and this page has smaller boxes. But I think we were kind of split on that. Like, some people liked that idea, some people didn't. So I'd love to hear from you guys now. Should we keep all of the boxes the same size? Because here's what we could do. Is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then do like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then have a notes box here and the small calendar up here, and then use this whole spot for a heading or something. Like, we could even out the spacing and it wouldn't really cost us anything. You know, like, that's still a great size notes box, just as big, if not bigger, than the one we had in March, and even like February's layout, it's almost that big. So I feel like we could get away with making the boxes even if we wanted to. Obviously, it would be straying from our Pinterest, the original spread. But I know last time we were kind of torn. We did a vote and keeping it true to the original is what won. But I would not be opposed to changing it. I don't think it looks awful, but I generally like to even out my boxes personally. We'd like to see them even. Oh yeah, this little ducky theme was a fun one. Yeah, I thought of that too, Crystal, but I think okay. Based on the feedback, I think let's just even them out. I feel like, yeah, it doesn't really cost us anything to do that. We still have ample space for notes and stuff. June, we did a Hawaii theme for her. So let's do that then. Same layout, but even out the days and make the notes box a little bit smaller. I guess the other way to even it out. Okay, now we got to choose how we want to even it out. And I'm just going to go based off of the first few comments. I'm not going to bother doing a poll. So first few comments are going to win this one. There's 2 ways basically that we can even it out. The first way would be to make all of the boxes this size, obviously, which would mean putting 1 day here, 1 day here, and then 1 day here, and a smaller notes box. That's going to be option 1. The second way would be to make all the boxes this size, which would just give us a bigger heading space up here, which, before you put your opinions, let me show you, like, that is the size of the daily boxes in the February weekly spread and the January weekly spread. I know it looks small in comparison to this, but it is a very standard daily box size. 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay, so far 1s are winning, so maybe we'll just do that. Mermaid theme for July. This is actually one of my favorite themes, which I did not expect when she chose a mermaid theme. It's not my usual vibe. And then August is what we're working on right now. Her birthday month. We have this little birthday candles theme. We just did the calendar today, the memories page today. And okay, I think number 1 is still ahead. We did go through a cluster of 2s, but she might have extra birthday plans. Yeah. Okay, let's just do that because we still have, let me check actually. So yeah, basically if we give it more space at the top, we have more room for like big, juicy color changing calligraphy. If we do less space, we have less room for color changing calligraphy. Maybe we should do an actual poll, because the more I think about it, the more it's pretty even in my mind. At first I was thinking big daily boxes, and then I talked myself now into small daily boxes. So let's just do a quick poll. 1 minute, 2 options. The options are this. Option 1, we're using this weekly spread for this monthly theme. That's the premise. Option 1 is to even out the days by making them all this size. So that would mean putting one day here, here, and here with a smaller notes box and the same size up here. That's option 1. Option 2 is to make all of the days this size by putting 4 days just lower down on the page and having a taller header section, which would just leave us room for like bigger, bouncier calligraphy. So option 1, bigger boxes, which means smaller notes and smaller calligraphy. Option 2, make all of the boxes this size, which means bigger space for calligraphy, and then the same size notes box that we have here, which frankly is too big. Like, we don't need that size, but that's what we would have left over. So option 1 versus 2, 1 versus 2. And then we will get into it, draw our spacing. And let me just check, what day of the week are we starting with here? Okay, yeah, we went all the way to the second, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Option 2, okay. So I guess it's a good thing I didn't go with option 1 then, based on the first few comments, because that is not actually what we wanted. Let me just plot that in then. So I'm doing 0, 6, 12, and then on this side, 0, 6, 12. Oh, whoops, that one I wanted to shimmy down one. Silly me. I did talk you into 2. I took you guys with me on my journey of changing my mind from 1 to 2. I think they're both fine though, like. Bigger daily boxes can be nice, but then we can't do that like big bulky lettering at the top, which looks so fun when you're changing colors like that. I use a bunch of different markers. Mostly for this theme, I'm using Tombows primarily. I don't know, Alex. I just heard about the strike as I was coming onto this live. Oh, whoops, I forgot to mark my center of the page here. I was just about to move on. I just heard about the strike as I was coming onto this live, so I haven't really had time to think about my course of action yet, because all journals ordered through Etsy by default have Canada Post shipping labels, but I have not yet printed the labels and sent them off. So I could use a different shipping provider. It's just a much more roundabout and expensive way, because I charged as though you were going to be, you know, paying for Canada Post, not Purolator, which is a lot more expensive. So we'll see. It's going to be a pain to figure all of this out either way. So thank you, Canada Post. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do this here. Oh, the yellow mild liner, I don't think it has a name. It only comes in a set because it's a, well, as far as I know anyways, I have only ever found it in a set. It's a chisel tip from the 2020 release of, I think they called it their neutral colors or natural colors or something like that. But I don't know that it has its own name. I know the brush tip ones have their own name and you can find them individually, but I am not sure of that for that particular collection. Yeah, the whole set is beautiful. Like, you probably want the whole set. It's my favorite zebra mild liner set. It's the only zebra mild liner set that I have, actually. Full set. that is. Hey, Phoenix Eyes Flame. $41. Does that include brush and chisel, Sherry? I wish that they would make all colors available in both tips, because my top 2 or 3 favorite zebra mild liner colors only come in chisel tip. And something's got to give about that. Oh, just the chisel. Yeah. Yeah, brush definitely has less. I just wasn't sure if that was like the chisel tip has like 30 some or something. Or I guess 20 some. No, that does make sense. Just 41 in only chisel tip. That's crazy. All right, let's write in the dates. Aren't they pretty, Ashley? We did a muted rainbow, thanks to Sherry. She was calling the shots yesterday, and it turned out beautifully. All right. Okay, now I have the question. Okay, again, I feel like it's not worth doing a poll for this, but tell me what you guys think. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Last time, okay, same as last time. The only reason it looks like it could be different is because I almost want to go all the way across, but that doesn't work because this day. Okay, so side and then down. It's dumb, but gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, and that was the 3rd, right? I want to triple check. We're doing July 2026. Does anyone want to pull out a calendar with me? This is going to be Monday, so we got to make sure that all of our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. July 2026, first Monday is the 3rd, so I'm going to start numbering. And we have had a few numbering, we as in I, a few numbering mistakes in the past week that we have. Yes, you're right. It is August, not July. Thankfully, I'm still looking at the right calendar. I'm just saying the wrong word. I did the right calendar, right? For August. I need to check. Yeah, because July left us off with 1 day. I did check and make sure, but now I'm like second guessing everything. Okay. 10, 11, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19. This journal has flown by. I feel it too. All right, let's stamp on our days. Carolina, they are in production, but I have no control over that. It's another small business that's doing that for me. And for themselves, like they'll be selling them too. So it's, my department is the designing, and then it's just kind of a surprise when they're actually released. No, they tell me before they release. They send me samples and stuff, but I don't actually know when the ETA for that is. Oh no, Sherry, that's such a bad sign. I need to get new music. I can't find anything else that actually doesn't give me copyright infringements when I upload it to YouTube afterwards. And I've tried a few different playlists that say that they're copyright free, but then when I try to upload it to YouTube, I get a copyright strike. Don't I dare. Do you know, I didn't notice until this week that it plays the same song the entire live. I just kind of thought they all had the same vibe, but I didn't actually realize that it's just the same song repeating over and over. I don't really think about the music. Like you guys say you find yourself humming it. Never. That's never happened to me. Yeah, it's just there. I don't really notice it that much. It's the Rylee special. Great. Well, we've given them like 1 million plays on YouTube, so that's so funny. Oh, sped up the music. I've never tried that. A Pavlov thing. That's so funny. I've never once hummed it. I'm sure I could if I tried, but it doesn't come to my mind ever. I feel like I was always a person who hated working with music. Like in college or whatever, people would put music on like while we were trying to study or while we were trying to work, and I just couldn't. So I feel like I just maybe learned how to block it out living in a dorm full of girls who wanted music on all the time, and I just couldn't handle it. All here to fall asleep. Yeah. Rainy, I actually got some meh news about the pre-made journals today. Like the journals themselves, they're made, they're beautiful, they're ready to go, but there's a typhoon apparently. Some kind of weather conditions that have just delayed shipping of like large shipments like that. I don't know how it all works, but so now I need to think about whether I want to explore other shipping options because it was set to leave today and it didn't. So now I need to figure out if I want to spend like 2 or 3 times as much money on a different shipping option or just wait out the weather. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to do color changing calligraphy, right? Up here. I think we just have to because we've talked about it a few times with this theme already. So let's just lock that in and not even make it a discussion. All right. I'm just trying to decide. August is pretty long to fit such thick lettering up at the top, but just doing Aug would be kind of like a bummer because we wouldn't actually be able to cycle through that many colors, hey? I don't think I would stack. I'm just trying to think. Do you guys remember February in Summer's journal where we just had like super thick Feb? And that looked really cool because it got to be so thick. But then we don't get to cycle through very many colors. I know I can fit it. Just one of the points of having the taller space is to make the lettering like even juicier. But it's going to be tricky to make it that juicy while also making it that tall and not running out of space, but we'll try it. Since we got ourselves into this position, we'll get ourselves out of it. So I'm just gonna make the letters kind of slim and hope that we can fit it. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. So we're gonna be passing the halfway point on G, not hitting the halfway point. G. Okay, then let's do another U. I. This is gonna be tight, but we can do it. Made it. All right, and I am gonna fill the bottom half just for fun. I feel like actually it looks quite good without that, but now that I've started, that's what we're doing. The theme is birthday, and we chose this little candle doodle that I'll show you in a sec. We do need to decide what we want to do with this notes box, because we are going to put the calendar either above or below, and then the title for notes, and then some kind of doodle. So if you guys have ideas of how you want that to look, try to be as descriptive as you can in the comments, with like types of header for the notes box, calendar top or bottom, types of doodles, that kind of thing. Let me show you the theme. This is the theme for today. Did this little candle doodle that we saw on a birthday card on Pinterest. We can do a flip through, yes. Okay, when you say just one word, I'm not gonna know really how to interpret it. So I'm probably just gonna scroll past until I find someone who has something that my brain can instantly picture. All right, and then let's do green. We already used balloons quite a bit in April, which was her son's birthday month. Every notes box had balloons in it, so I'm gonna veto balloons right out the gate. Calendar on top, notes in the middle, cupcake on the bottom. The party hats, those were cute. Okay, now I'm gonna have to, once I'm done lettering, scroll back through all of these comments and try to make sense of them. That is the difficult part about wanting feedback, is getting all of it at once while I can't even read the comments, and then I have to scroll back through. But thank you for your feedback. I'll try my best to make sense of it and choose something from you guys. Okay, and then also, wait, I should just choose someone as the chosen one tonight. Put a hand raising emoji if you want to just make this decision for me. But it has to be something I can do. I can still veto your decision if I don't like it. Because some things I just can't do. Lynn. I saw Lynn first. Lynn, would you mind scrolling through the comments and finding and putting together a cute way to do a calendar and a notes box and incorporate some kind of birthday doodles? You can scroll through. We've got tons of ideas. In order to scroll through them, I need to not be drawing, and that just always eats out of our drawing time. Thank you, Lynn. Okay, and then everyone who's not Lynn, now that you see the lettering like this, should we add the light gray drop shadow that I often do and the white little highlights, or should we just leave it? I really like how it looks right now, but I'm not opposed to adding those things if you want that. For those of you who aren't here all the time, I can show you an example of what I mean. Whose journal did I do that in recently? Did I do that on Victoria's? No. Bad. Leave it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Done. Don't bother commenting on that one anymore. We're just gonna leave it. I think it looks great like this. All right, and then did I miss Lynn in that? Yes, I can show you the memories page. We did this for memories. Oh, hey, Ja. Yeah, it's been a while, hey? Okay. Oh, did I just see Lynn? I'm trying to find Lynn's name. I'm looking for the leaves. Alrighty. Let me find the right calendar for August. Been working. Nice. We missed you too. How's your journal going? Have you already done your October pages? I don't think I've seen what Lynn decided, unless someone, unless I just missed it when all of the influx of comments came in. A lot of streamer comments. Okay, let me do a little flip through here. And I know, Kristen, I saw your name come up a lot too, and honestly, I was thinking about you when I was like, I should choose a chosen one. Kristen, if you have a thought too, maybe you and Lynn can tag team. I know there's a lot of comments to go through and ideas, and it doesn't need to be the most commented thing. It can just be you guys look at it and think, oh, that would be cute. But you don't have to, Kristen. Some people wouldn't like that, being put on the spot. Oh, did Kristen have an idea? See, that's the thing. I didn't read a single idea because like 78 came in while I was looking down and drawing, so it was just too many for me to compare all of them, you know? Oh yeah, sorry. You are, aren't you? Kristen, you can just reiterate your idea if it sounds like something I can do. I think she means comments to use streamers as the doodles. Kristen idea is good. Okay, so what can you guys reiterate to me Kristen's ideas? A tiered cake or stacked gifts with a tag on. Ah, okay. Sure. We can do that. And calendar on top, hey? Especially if it's, yeah, if it's something stacked, I would want it to come from the bottom. So let's do that. I'm going to speed up my flip through pace here a little bit now that we have decided on that. We are cruising through this theme. Oh, sorry, I've got you off center again. I need to figure out a camera setup that gets me just a little bit more wiggle room so I can actually show you the whole thing and not choose a corner to cut off. Oh, Jack, I saw that. Oh, no worries. That's exactly why I didn't do it. So thank you for going through all those comments. I know. It's, I love that I have so many people to give feedback, but it does make it difficult to actually just choose something. Linda, we just did this and then a fancy title. We don't really have other doodle spots that I would normally fill on the calendar there. Okay, so we're gonna do calendar on the top and then either a tiered cake or stack of gifts. I'm thinking maybe tiered cake. I know obviously you do gifts at birthdays, but for some reason gift doodles, it just looks like Christmas to me. You know, like a stack of presents, I think of like under the Christmas tree. Oh, Lynn, you did great. You actually, yeah. Going through all of those was a hassle. Yeah, true. And the cake, then we can bring back in the candles too, which was kind of our focal point for the whole birthday theme idea. Oh, I guess you can't grab the calligraphy workbook. I put my Etsy shop on holidays. Maybe I should take it off. I panicked when I heard about the strike. But yeah, then nobody can buy anything from me at all, which is a huge pain. Okay, maybe I can't yet. So I guess right now the calligraphy workbook is actually just kind of suspended. Okay, a stacked cake. I might just do like different color on each page, like for the icing on the cake, like a pink one, a yellow one, a purple one, and then do multicolored candles on the top. And I do want to keep all of the tiers pretty big so that you can write notes along the whole thing. Yeah, I am gonna take my shop off of holiday mode. I just need to change my shipping settings, which I couldn't just do in 30 seconds, you know, on the live. I didn't want to take more time than that, but I will take it off holiday mode. You will be able to grab things like the calligraphy workbook. I just need a second to sort some other things out first. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a few white gel pen icing doodles, not enough to get like in the way of writing, but a few so that you can actually tell it's a cake, and we'll put candles on top. Then we'll do maybe a green one. Actually, I think I'm gonna make the top level smaller on this one, and then just have that one not as actually part of the notes box, but just put little white gel pen icing designs on so that it makes it even more obvious that it's a cake. Because I feel like one of the most identifiable features of a cake in a journal is just like drawing some icing on it. Oh, did I start in the middle of the month? That was random. Okay, let's go this way then. We'll do a purple one. I'm just eyeballing it. Canada Post, everything. Canada Post does the letters and parcels and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do everything else in color, and then I'm gonna add the white gel pen, which I feel like is gonna be the pop on this one. Okay, and I should highlight the weeks in this color since this one wasn't used for any cake. Yes, it is unions, Rani, or a union. Rainy, sorry, we had, now I'm getting confused. No, but now that I know, I will say it right. That's the point of knowing. That's the first, what? The first was marked as a Friday. Samantha, triple check because we were all on this. We all verified the dates here. Oh, are you talking about on the first week? That's a 7, yeah. Yeah, the first is a Saturday. That's why we started with the 3rd on a Monday. Okay. No problem, Samantha. I'm just on edge because I've done that enough these past couple of weeks that I would not put it past me to do it again. Okay, now the letters. Do I have like, do I just do like an N instead of a flame? How would that look? I feel like that could be cute. It's kind of light, but You can tell, hey? I was gonna write it on the flame in white gel, but I think I actually like this. Okay, and then now that we are done, I'm gonna start doing the white gel pen and doing some like birthday cake sort of designs, so that you can tell more that it's a cake and not just a pile. I don't want to put any things like in the way of where she's gonna write though. So maybe I'll just decorate the top thing and then she can use the lower ones for her writing. Apparently, OG Nan Annie, apparently it literally started already, like today. Ooh, I don't know what a piped border thing. Like when it kind of looks like just, you know, like I'm trying to describe it, like they almost squirted on in like teardrop shapes, like that. But then I just wouldn't want to interrupt her flow of notes. Would that be bad? You know what I mean? Like, or maybe just one right at the bottom of the cake. Maybe just the very bottom. Okay. Man, I would have just left that white. That's an awkward amount of white gel pen, but okay. Ooh, is this one almost out of ink? No. Almost tricked me though. Puzzle piece? Oh, thank you. Good reminder. Thankfully there is no puzzle piece, but yeah, I don't get how they decide that. Because like the other day it hit at a very random time, like almost 2 hours in. I feel like this just looks like white blobs. Like I wouldn't even identify this as icing. Good enough. Yeah, it does keep me on my toes, for real. All right, then let's do this one up here. Okay, and one more cake to do. Just take a zip. Yes, thank you, Lynn and Kristen, for just choosing something so I didn't have to dig through all of that. Sorry, I'm just gonna do this little bit. I'm trying to decide on a design here for this one on the top. I'm not like looking at any cake decorations, so I'm just coming up with random cute white gel pen designs. This one doesn't look as much like icing, but I like doing this kind of flower with white gel pen. Just looks cute. Alrighty. There we go. There's our birthday theme. I can do a flip through. I'm gonna kind of hold these pages delicately so that they don't get squashed while the white gel pen is still wet. So it's gonna be kind of a partially open flip through so that we don't squish that white gel pen design. September's theme is a baby girl theme. She just had her baby girl this September, so by next September when she's using it, she'll be 1, so still very babyish. Working hours. Yeah, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks, and then probably maybe 8-ish hours a week of active time, because I usually come live Monday through Thursday for at least 2 hours, but we don't spend quite that whole time working on this. Like if we get an order, I'll pack it up right away kind of thing. So usually though my lives are longer than 2 hours, so it's probably roughly 8 hours a week for 4 to 6 weeks. Wow, we are cruising. What's your guys' favorite theme so far? I think mine is still March, but honestly, both July and August have challenged the throne for me. Maybe August. I don't know. Wait, June. June, you guys like the Hawaii one? Good, because that one I was actually kind of insecure about after doing it. I was like, that doesn't really look like Hawaii. June and August. Yeah, August was fun. May, the ducky. Yeah, that's a good one. You should, Pineapple Princess. May and August. May was fun, yeah. If we find a good layout that works with a Dutch door, then yes. I like Dutch doors, but I feel like there's like 2 ways that I actually do them that I like. Otherwise, like you don't want to force a Dutch door, then it just looks dumb. So if we have a theme and a layout that work well with a Dutch door, then we can do it. Okay, I'm very surprised how many people like June the most, but like very pleasantly surprised, because I was really hoping I didn't let her down. Like when she prompted Hawaii and we chose that, I was like, oh, is she gonna be disappointed? Pineapple Princess, yes, I recommend the Crayola Super Tips set of 100. If you can get them on a back to school sale, they're super affordable. Even if you can't, they're way more affordable than normal markers, or normal markers, the like bullet journaling markers that you're gonna think that you need. You don't. Just go get Crayola Super Tips, pack of 100. And they're also much easier to learn with because the tips just don't have as much variability as brush pens. A Dutch door is like in real life, a Dutch door is when a door can open up as like a half door or a full door kind of deal. Like you can open just a part of the door. And so it's like a cutout of the door, like has been made from the door. So then a bullet journal Dutch door is like the same thing. Instead of just flipping the whole page, you can flip a cutout. And in your own journal, you can fill this with something, but because the pages that she chose fit where they fit, this is just an extra page for her to use for something. Okay, let's... 16, that's great. I got mine, I mean, I'm in Canada, so all the conversion rate is always different, but I got mine on a back to school sale for $11. This was years ago. By now it's probably way more expensive because of inflation, but yeah, they're so affordable for the amount of colors you get, and beautiful colors. Like I loved so many of those colors more than I like my Tombos. They died because I used them so much and I just haven't replaced them. Aw, thank you guys. Ooh, in Canada for 15. That's amazing. They're so worth it. They're, yeah, definitely the most bang for your buck that I personally have seen in any like set of markers. Okay, we have an order, and I'm so sorry if I say this name wrong. Bowie Tran placed an order. If you're here, please let me know. She placed it last week already, and I really wanted to get it out with the shipment, but she couldn't make it to Alive last week, and she hasn't mentioned if she's been here yet this week. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pack it because I really don't want to hold it an extra week. That's kind of, you know, the tough part about personalizing products on Alive is that I don't want to personalize people's products without them because I know that's the fun part for many people, but then I also don't want to just hold their journals here indefinitely. So I am going to go ahead and do that for her because I'm mailing out a big load tomorrow. So let me pull up her information for her order. And I did do the gold foil for one of them, had a custom cover. So we have that. Gold J for the charm here. And then, oh, she wants our other little, that guy. I think we already sold the other one, hey? Yeah, so we're out of that one. Shaylee, I don't, but I actually just ordered some. So I don't have any in right now, but I will next week. Okay. This one was just charms and a cover design. No name page for this one. So this one will come together quick. Yes, it is. Isn't he cute? I've only ever seen that word spelled and I've never heard someone pronounce it. That's why I'm just saying dog. Because apparently Dachshund is not how most people say it. I learned that the last time I tried to say a dog that I didn't know. I don't know dogs at all, like names of dogs, other than the like farm dogs that we used to get when we were kids. Corgi. That's what I would have guessed, but I've guessed wrong before. I don't know anyone who has a corgi. No one has a corgi to chase their sheep. Wait, Ivy's here? Ivy, hello. How are you doing? Not the PTSD. Yeah. I know, exactly, Anna. That's why I don't have them in my neck of the woods. Really, Shaylee? For what? I'm curious. That sounds interesting to me. Your toddler had a meltdown. Aw. How's he doing now? For hurting. Okay, well. Then I was right about the pronunciation, but wrong about their purpose, I guess. So Ivy, I'm working on a very quick order here for a different customer whose name I fear I already mispronounced once, so I'm just gonna leave it there. If you're her, you know. So this is journal number 1 for her. Joy on the cover, and then Jay and a corgi down here. And then her second journal has charm and name page, and it's a blue one, glacier blue. White bee and white pom-pom charm. Yes, sorry, Ivy, would you like to get going quick? Do you want to choose your charms and stuff now before I finish this one? Because you can, there's no rush on finishing this one. I just figured I would since I had already started hers. White bee and white pom-pom. A pom-pom and something else. Nice. I joined Pom-Pom Club as well this week. Do you want a charms tour, Ivy? I don't know how recently you've seen my collection, although I actually haven't bought too many new charms in the last few weeks. I've had a surprising amount of restraint. So you might already know everything that's in here. But I can still do a tour if you want. And I can also show you your journal. We just finished your birthday month. I don't know if you saw that at all before I opened up this order, but we literally just stepped out of August in your journal to work on this order. Thanks for the follow, you guys. Oh, hey, Kim. How's it going? Ah. Get that to close. Her journal is this espresso, the brown one. Let me just pull out my pom-pom drawer anyway. Because Ivy already has a couple of empty journals, and I don't remember, I remember one of them has a shell charm. And one of them has a flower. Those are the only two. Oh, and one of them has a bow. I feel like you already have a decent variety. So I'm trying to think of something new. All right. And then we're gonna do a name page here for this one. Actually, let me pause the name page. Ivy, if you're still here, let me show you. I'll pull out, so here's your journal color. And those are my pom-pom options. You said you want a pom-pom and something. We can choose a pom-pom and then a charm that goes with that, if that's a good starting point for you. The yellow puff would actually be so cute with this. But that's coming from someone who has always said that her favorite color is yellow, so I am completely biased towards that. Dark purple. This is the only purple I have. Hey, Deb D. Which one do you think, Ivy? I can lay out a few that have been mentioned, and then you can just let me know the number in the line here. The maroon. I like the purples or pinks. Brown. What do we think? Comparing with the brown journal. Like this dark brown, is that what you guys mean? Oh, in the container? Yeah, this is darkish brown with more like of an orangey undertone, but I feel like it's not like burgundy or anything. It's still some kind of brown. Okay, have I missed anything from Ivy? Wait, 2, 3, or 5? Would you like us to do a poll, Ivy? Okay, thank you for sending that again. We can do a poll if you're like split and just want everyone else to decide. I'm gonna remove the other ones from the equation. A poll, okay. Paige, would you mind setting up a poll for us with these just 3 options? Oh, thank you, Sarah. 3 options, just 1 minute long. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Let me bring them a little bit closer to the camera so that you guys can see. So we've got like a very soft purple, and then I've been calling this one like a dusty pink, and then there's this kind of lighter brown. So Lizette, the ones for all of the months, I only open up one spot at a time, and I'm obviously in the middle of one, so I don't plan on launching another one of those for minimum a few weeks, but could be much longer depending on how things go with other projects that I've been working on at the moment. So those ones, basically you just need to stay up to speed on my Instagram and stuff so that you don't miss out on the notification of like when it's going to be available. But I do have pre-made journals where I've done all of the art by hand, 224 hand-drawn pages that are being like mass produced. Those are going to be available in about a month, so that would be a good option too if you're looking for that sort of thing. No problem, Lizette. Sorry, I do try to answer questions, but I recognize that I miss a lot. Angela, I've been on for about an hour and a half. Who won the poll? Okay, number 2 won the poll. Should we lock that in, Ivy, or does that sound good to you? I just want you to have the chance to veto the poll if you have a different preference. Sounds good? Okay, let's do it then. So we got option 1, and then do you know what you want to pair it with at all? Let me just give you, so obviously we've got letters, white eye, gold, pink, black. We don't have any heart lockets actually for the letter I. The heart locket set that I got was so random. All of my other alphabet sets, it like gives you the full alphabet. The heart locket was just like roughly 70 pieces, and it didn't say like which letters, so some letters were completely mixed. or mist, sorry. Little stars, little stones, little like diamonds. Then we've got lemons, strawberries, mushrooms, and these leaves, flowers in 3 different colors, a bunch of pink bows, some gold bows, 1 little turtle, a bunch of different shells, starfish, sand dollars, shells with pearls, butterflies in light pink, dark pink, and light blue, ladybugs, bees, a wide variety of moths, and then we have color coordinated charms from my very first variety pack, paw prints, dogs, cats, coffee, 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 books, books. Any thoughts or a few? Okay. Leaves, butterfly, or coffee. Butterfly, like the light pink, matches that one quite nicely. Yeah, there is this little mermaid tail that looks very similar in color. Oh, and it matches the mermaid and your mermaid theme. That's a good question, Rebecca. Maybe I should. I haven't ordered one yet. I'm not totally sure which coffee one you were thinking, but let's line these 5 options up for now. And of course, if the one that wins is not the one that you actually want, then you can veto the vote for sure. Does this look like an okay lineup, Ivy? You can just choose one if you just want one, but if you want us to vote, then I'll line them up and let people vote. Completely your call. Vote? Okay. Paige or Sarah? Maybe Sarah, since you did the last one, then we don't end up getting 2 polls going at once. A 1-minute poll, please, for 5 options. Thank you very much. Take out number 3. Okay. So ignore the 5th option then on the poll. Nobody vote for the one that says 5. But the first 4 here are still in play. Susie, I do ship to the US. You have to go to my site though, not my Etsy shop. So if you click the link in my bio, all of the individual journal links will take you to Etsy, but the very first one at the top is RyleeAutumn.com and it says all US orders here. Make sure you go there because I had to close off my Etsy shop to Americans just with all the tariff stuff. Etsy has not been good at supporting the shipping there. So yeah, we'll combine 4 and 5 in case people voted, sure. But yeah, you can still buy if you're from the US, it's just not through Etsy. And if you are interested in grabbing one of these, we will personalize it tonight. It will be mailed off tomorrow. This is last call for journals that are sent out this week. And please use the code livestream if you decide to order tonight because that'll get you a discount. Okay, so option 4, 1, which would be the leaf. Is that good with you, Ivy? Thanks, Susie. There was a tie. I didn't see the tie. The leaf? Okay. Yay, Javaya. I'm glad it's finally making some progress. Okay. And then, Ivy, if you already know what you want for your gold foil, I can write that down and do that at the earliest convenience. But if you want a little bit longer to sit on that and think about it, that's totally fine. I'm glad, though, that we can do your charms. It's always more fun working on a journal when I can, like, see the finished product on the outside, you know? Rebecca, that's a good question actually. So I heard about this like certification that you can get as a Canadian small business that is supposed to like exempt you basically from the tariffs, but it all seems very ambiguous. I need to just find someone who's actually done it and talk to them, because everything online is very like, yeah, contradictory as to like, does it actually work with how the tariffs have changed, just because they've changed so much over the past little while. So I am hopeful that I'll be able to pull something like that off, but I don't know. And yeah, I guess if I can't, then that would definitely impact the next custom order, because the tariff applies to the percent, like a percentage of the total cost of the product, which paying a 15% tariff on a like 30 or 40 USD journal sucks, but it's not like, you know, it's not too crazy. But paying a 15% tariff on like a $500 journal, because all the pages are done for you, is a totally different story. So I'll definitely need to figure that out before I open that slot. Kaylee. Is it bad if I say that that has crossed my mind? Because I'm like, the journal itself is a $30 product. You know, weight and size and everything wise, it's no different than my $30 products that I'm shipping. But yeah. Hey, Siege. I'm not shipping my time, that's true. I'm shipping the journal. Yeah, that's funny. Alrighty. Charms are on. Lovely choice, Ivy. Okay, what was I just thinking? I just had something in mind for what I was going to say next. I don't remember. 950. I'm going to do this name page for the journal that I was just working on before doing Ivy's charms. Oh, flip through for Ivy. Sure, I can do a flip through for Ivy. Yes, Emerald Pizza. This is Ivy's journal, who's here in the chat today. She ordered a full 12-month bullet journal for 2026. So let me flip through the whole thing for you guys. I will give you an update on the pre-mades, Stephanie. So they're done. They are packed, loaded, ready to go. They were supposed to move today, and there has been weather stuff interfering with international shipments, basically. So they didn't move today. And I chose a slower shipping option because it's over half the price of the other options, which is like thousands and thousands and thousands when I'm dealing with that heavy of a shipment. And so anyways, I chose a more affordable option, but now because it's been delayed today, it wouldn't leave until October 5th is the next opportunity, which is a huge delay. So now I basically need to decide if I want to pay the extra thousands and choose a faster shipping option or delay the launch by even more than it already is. So I don't know. That was all just news I received today that I need to make decisions on, but they are done. They look beautiful from what I've seen, but I still do not have an idea of the timeline here. Yeah, that's true, Kaylee. I'm feeling stressed for myself if I delay the launch because I really want to take like a generous amount of time off for Christmas. I know maybe that sounds like selfish, but because I've worked for myself, I've only ever worked for myself. I've never worked a normal 9 to 5. And so I'm like, you know, I'll normally take a month off for Christmas if I want to. But the closer that this launch gets pushed to Christmas and just like the sheer volume of journals that like I've never dealt with this many journals before. And so it's just stressing me out thinking of pushing it any later because I want to be able to travel to visit family and stuff over Christmas and not be glued here, mailing orders from here, because I can't bring along 400 journals when I go visit my relatives and pack and mail them, but I don't have any help. So delaying the launch is just stressful for me, thinking of all of that getting pushed closer to holiday season. But financially, it seems stupid to choose a different shipping option. So I'm just kind of in a bit of a pickle at the moment. Oh yeah, Ivy, you haven't seen so many of these months. Maybe I should have lingered a little longer and talked through our decisions. But this is where we're at so far. We just finished your birthday month, August. I think this one is my new favorite. Fly you in. I know, like, I'm sure I have willing people. I'm just a bit of a... I'm very type A and my entire business lives in my head. So I feel like it would be more work for me to get someone to help than to just do it all myself. You know what I mean? I'm sure lots of you guys can relate to that. Okay, that is where we're at in your journal, Ivy. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, the mermaid theme, I'm gonna be honest, that was the prompt that I was least excited for, but it's actually probably in my top 3 themes in this journal. I love how it came out. And then the birthday one was such a simple design. We saw it on a birthday card on Pinterest, but so pretty. And we just like nailed the soft rainbow color palette. That's what we were going for. Thank you, Sherry. And it turned out so well. So I'm really glad that you like it too, because I've been loving the last few months that we've come up with, or how we've interpreted them. Let's do that name page then. That is the last order that I have currently that is going to be shipped out tomorrow. Like I said, this is last call if anyone else would like theirs personalized and shipped before the weekend. We'll do all of the personalization right here on live, which if any of you guys are new, let me show you the options here. Like you can choose a cover design if you want to, a word, a doodle, whatever, very flexible. You can choose your charms, which we just did for Ivy's as well. And then you can also choose a name page, and all of that gets done on live. Use discount code livestream if you do decide to order, because you'll get a discount, and we'll do it right here, right now, and mail it off to you tomorrow. September is going to be a baby girl theme, unless Ivy has anything to add to that right now. She just had her baby in September, and so next year at this time, baby will be 1, so still very babyish. So we're going to do a baby girl theme for her. And our next step on that one will be to go over Pinterest, and over to Pinterest, search baby girl doodles, even though I feel like baby doodles are ones that I have done a lot of, so I don't feel like I would need to search for doodle ideas, but more just like ways to compose the page. That's what we'll be deciding next. Okay, so we want bow. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like that. put that on the wrong spot. Now I'm annoyed at myself because that ruined my whole gradient. It's fine, it just means I need to make everything darker, which is not what I had planned. Oh, sorry. Yep. My bad, you guys. Wasn't looking down. Okay, I'm gonna need a weight to darken that part up because it's already taken a few layers at once. I'll let it rest. This beginning page isn't quite as robust as the 160 GSM in the rest of the book, so the 4 coats that I'm going for here is gonna push it a little bit. All right. And she wanted a polar bear doodle. So I've got my Pinterest up right now. I pulled it up before and just searched polar bear doodle. And I'm just copying one as verbatim as I can. And then I'm gonna do some little polar bear prints around the letters. Big juicy little polar bear nose. There's that little guy. And then we'll do some bear prints around here. Wait, what makes bear prints different from dog prints? I know, I just can't put my finger on it. Bear paw prints. Let me search that. Just the claws. Okay. Oh no, and they have 5. Wait, no, just that one picture has 5. That looks silly with them having 5. Do they actually? Now I'm seeing like 4 different. Pinterest is totally split on whether bears would have 4 with claws or 5 with claws. It's like completely split. I'm seeing 4, 5, 5, 5. Oh, more 5s now in this section. Do I do 5? That feels wrong. Wait, this one looks reputable. 4 looks better. That's what I thought. 4 looks better, but I think 5 might be the right answer. Like, they look like a reliable source. Google says 5, you feel like 4. Aye. Okay, I didn't picture this being a point of contention, but I guess we can do 5. Aye, that feels silly. But here we are. And the little claw. That feels very silly. I also have a less defined foot shape than what I normally do for paw prints. So I'll do that too. And I'm not gonna have them walking across, I'm just gonna kind of scatter a few. That looks better. Now I'm getting the hang of it. I need a wider foot to make the 5 toes not look silly. Okay. I think that's good. Do some white gel pen on the footprints. All right, there we go. Aw, I love the like snowy theme, like the white puff, white bee, and little polar bear. I need to take a picture of this one before I mail it off. I did all the gold foil and pictures and everything this afternoon, but I didn't do this one yet because I was hoping she'd be able to make it tonight. Languo is the gel pen. Name pages were so rare. When I started offering name pages, everyone would choose markers or stickers instead. All right, I'm just double checking to make sure that that was my last order. I know Susie was thinking of checking, but I'm not seeing one from her or anyone else. Last check here. Okay, we do have one, but it has no personalization, so we don't need to do that on live. Okay. Wasn't I, Janice? But I feel like it looks acceptable, and now I put white gel pen on some of the parts that I would have darkened. So I feel like that... Like, then I'll have to, like, doodle around the white gel pen, which is just going to make it look streaky. What do you guys think? Do I risk it, or do I leave it? Icicles at the top. I could do icicles at the top. The only thing is everything that's on the page right now is outlined in black, but I feel like I don't want that much black at the top of the page to outline in black, you know? I could outline in light gray, but then it would just be the only thing not outlined in black. You know what I mean? I personally like how balanced it is at the moment, so I would maybe leave it. But words look like they're getting colder, yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it. But thank you all for your suggestions. Okay. Then, next order of business. I don't plan to stay on much longer, but I never like starting a live with choosing the next theme because it always takes a while for everyone to, you know, get here. And I don't like choosing like the foundational parts of the theme with only, you know, the first 11 people who are here. So why don't we go to Pinterest and just look for some inspiration for baby girl doodles, and then how we want to compose that title page. And then we're at a good point to close it out for the week. I won't be back until next week, back on live. So let's go over to Pinterest. And while I'm on Pinterest, I cannot see your guys' comments. So I'll try to look up at my phone sometimes, but because of how it's positioned on the stand, I can only see like the last half of your comment. So I'll try to see a little bit, but I won't be able to catch everything that you guys are saying. Baby girl doodles. I already have a lineup of baby doodles that I'm pretty confident in. Ooh, I like these. But we're just gonna screenshot for some ideas and then look for some different cover options that could work with that. Maybe I should just do baby doodles because I don't want to draw an actual baby girl, and that's what Pinterest seems to think. Baby doodles. Yeah, most of these are just like affirming the doodles that I already do whenever someone asks me to do anything baby shower related. That's cute though. The little stork. What color is a stork? Just white? Because I feel like doodling a little stork could be cute. Like I used to do this flamingo theme that I really liked, but if it's just white, it might not be as cute as I'm thinking. Okay, that's enough. Ooh, some kind of clothesline idea. Oh, why did I screenshot that one? All the other ones are cuter. Okay, something like that would be very cute. Except for, why is it hanging on a leafy clothesline? I don't know. Or maybe this is more what I'm thinking, but girl. Okay, I'm gonna go now to my bullet journal board and find some cover page layouts that could work for baby girl doodles or a baby girl theme. I feel like we could do something like that, but change up the patterns to be more like babyish. Or yeah, something like this with just like little baby doodles. That works. Okay. I think I've got the options locked in for the title page. Let me just go over to TikTok and check on comments, and then let's vote. We can withdraw. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to read the comments here, scrolling back for a sec so that I can see. The clothesline is cute. Stork with a heart. Yeah, stork would be cute. Quilt themes are cute. Baby blankets, yeah. Oh yeah, I know, Abby, but then it always tries to get me to share it with people, and it just makes it just gets a lot longer than just quickly screenshotting it. And I tend to lose people during my lives when I spend too much time on Pinterest, so I just try to be quick. Okay, let's vote for, let's vote for how we want to compose the page. I'm gonna give 5 options that I have. So would anyone mind doing a poll for 5 options, 2 minutes? I don't think birthday related, no, just baby girl. She's already got her birthday month, and then because the April theme had to do with birthday cakes, we kind of interpreted it in a birthday-ish way, so there's a lot of birthday going on already. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone jump in on the poll thing, so I'm just gonna do it, no worries. Moderators don't... Yeah, there we go. All right, so we've got 5 different options. Let me tell you what they each are, and you can cast your vote. So we're doing a baby girl theme for the month of September in Ivy's journal. Option 1 is to do a stork as the main feature. We'd probably have it in the center of the page, September underneath, other little baby doodles around, something like that, but a stork would be the main feature. That's option 1. Option 2, clothesline. Not an exact copy of any of these, but something similar. Baby clothes, maybe a teddy, some socks, whatever, hanging on a clothesline. That's option 2. Option 3 is this more like tile sort of layout, but we would have like maybe a soother in here, a teddy in here, a pacifier, or sorry, pacifier and soother, same thing, a bottle or something, a rattle, you know, like baby toys, and then more baby girl themed patterns. That's option 3. Option 4, baby doodles, a bib, a bottle, a pacifier, whatever, scattered around like this with sparkles and September. And then option 5, 3 bigger baby doodles, like maybe a diaper, a bib, something, and then the title underneath like that. Those are the 5 options. I'm going to say them one more time. Go ahead and cast your vote. Up the little clipboard right under my name is the only way that your vote will be counted. So option 1 is a stork as the main feature. Probably put the title underneath and little tiny baby doodles around or something like that. Option number 2, some kind of clothesline situation, baby clothes, maybe a teddy. Option 3, these little tiles, but with baby themed doodles and obviously baby girl colors and everything. Option 4, a bunch of baby doodles scattered with like sparkles and stuff like that, and then September. And option 5, 3 larger baby doodles placed in the middle of the page like that. And yeah, September across the bottom. Option 2, okay, clothesline. By a lot. So we're gonna lock that in then. September is gonna be a baby girl themed clothesline. And we're gonna do that on Monday. Yeah, I don't plan to be live before Monday. I usually take the weekends off of that kind of stuff. I do other work stuff on the weekend instead. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming and doing August with me today. Oh, yes, sorry. Let me flip you guys back around. You want to see the journal up until now? Let me do that for you. We can do a quick flip through. And yes, all orders that I packed up this week will be sent off tomorrow. I need to figure out the Canada Post stuff, but I'm really hoping that doesn't get in the way of me sending off the Canadian orders as well tomorrow. But yeah, this is where we're at so far in the journal. It is a 12-month journal for all of 2026. January, we did this little pastel galaxy theme. February, we did Valentine's desserts. Good night, Kristen. Thanks for the cake idea and just for being here tonight. These are the February weekly spreads. March, we did this little lemon Dutch door theme, and so each customer chooses like everything about their journal. So Ivy chose all the themes and chose all the pages. So brain dump over here, title page, 2-page monthly calendar with an area for her to check in every month, a 2-page memory spread, paste in pictures, junk journal type stuff, write about the month, whatever. And then all of her weekly spreads have a box for each day, a notes section, a mini calendar, and then title and doodles. And yeah, every custom order that I do has different pages, different themes, just depending on what that customer chooses. April is based off of 2 of her son's birthday cakes. So we did this little Teddy and Dino birthday-ish theme. Good night, Anna. May, the prompt was Ducky and Rain, so that's what we did here. June, the prompt was Hawaii, so we've got the Hawaiian Islands here with a bunch of Hawaiian themed doodles. Mackenzie, like just without dates or without months too? Because that would be the part that I could do, but I would hate it because the headings are like my favorite part, like choosing the font, and I basically build themes around fonts oftentimes. So I could, but it would not look nearly the same because you'd be missing like a key feature. Oh yeah, Mackenzie, totally. That's what the pre-made journals actually are. They have the months, but they don't have dates, so you could technically use them for any year. Oh, hey Holly. Thanks for being here. It's always nice to be reaching new people. Do you have a bullet journal or other crafty hobbies, or is this just kind of something new that came across your feed? Oh yeah, mermaid theme. Very happy with how this one came out. I was definitely the most nervous for this theme, but I think it turned out just lovely. Yes, I do have an example of a pre-made journal that I can show you in just a moment. August is what we just finished today. So August is her birthday month. This was inspired by a little birthday card that we found on Pinterest. Oh, cool, Ivy. I have like a Bible journal, but it's not part of my journal, but it's not part of my Bible. I'd love to get one of those though, with like the huge margin that you can actually doodle in. I don't have one of those yet. Memories page, and then this is how the weekly spreads turned out. We've got a big cake for the notes box with some icing on top, and then lots of space for her to write in. And that's where we're at in the journal. We're going to be starting our clothesline baby girl theme for September when I see you guys next on Monday. In the meantime, I will be sending off all of your orders. And let me show you guys the pre-made journal while I've got you here, and since it came up. So the pre-made journal is going to be printed into an actual bullet journal, like same paper thickness, same type of deal, bookmarks, elastic closure, all of that, but with my hand-drawn designs printed onto the pages. So for example, you've got like yearly spreads, like these kind of things. And then every month has a theme that we chose together on Instagram. So for January, Cozy Cottage theme is what you guys voted for. So this would be like the left page of your journal, and this would be the right side here. So there's still like open spaces for you to add different, you know, headings, whatever you need on a week to week, month to month basis, but it is very structured and like done for you. Every month has one blank page to the left of the title that still has doodles, so that you don't need to do the doodling, but if you need some kind of additional tracker or you want to put like a quote or something, you can do that. February, you guys voted for a bows theme, so that's what we have here. And then March, we have a plants theme. And lots of the months you'll see this light gray calligraphy. That is meant for you guys to color on top of with a color of your choice. Because as you've probably seen many times in Ivy's journal and all my other journals, I almost never do large black calligraphy, but I love large colored calligraphy. So you can do the whole fade from light to dark on here. You can use a white gel pen, you can dress it up, add a drop shadow, whatever. But that's just guidance for you to do your own calligraphy. March here. Okay, and then April, a tulip theme is what won the vote on Instagram. So that's what we have for April. I'm really excited to see this one colored in. And then May, you guys requested a pond theme. So that's what we've got over here. Again, left page and right page with a different little guy in each bottom corner. June, we did a seashell theme like this. July, an ice cream truck theme is what won the vote. And then August, we have an ocean theme, which is one of my favorites for sure, with the like stacked calligraphy that you get to trace. And I love this calendar spread with like the title stretched across the 2 pages and then the whales. And then September, we did a sardines theme. And I had fun doing different like little sardine tins on every weekly spread. And then October is a journaling at a cafe theme. So it's like you've got your open journal and you're setting it up for October with your croissant and journaling supplies and latte. And then throughout the month, all of the like open note-taking spaces are just like mini journals for you to write in. Then November, we have a knitting theme. And I love these weekly spreads, how we like stitched on the daily boxes. And then for December, we have a gingerbread theme with the gingerbread cookie letters, and all of the note spaces are like baking sheets. So yeah, that is the pre-made journal, which like I said, should be launching in roughly a month. And yeah, will be available in a bunch of different colors, 224 hand-drawn pages to plan your whole year. Yes, Lizette, I tried to make them not holiday or seasonal, except for we did cave for Christmas because I love Christmas, and so do a lot of you guys apparently. So we caved in for Christmas, but other than that, we kept it season and holiday neutral so that Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, whatever. I mean, I guess ice cream is a little bit summerish, but I, for one, eat ice cream all year round. Yes, the customer colors it in. It's like a coloring book, planner, bullet journal hybrid. Everything is drawn in for you. Yeah, it's still very nice and flexible because there's lots of open pages. There's 8 open pages at the beginning of the year, 1 each month, an open box every monthly spread and every weekly spread. So still a lot of flexibility with how you actually use it. Like you could use it as a planning journal, which most people probably will. You could use it as a memory keeping journal where on your calendar, instead of planning, you like write in a little memory from the day or something. It's quite versatile. Jessica, I am hoping that I can personalize them, but it really depends on demand and how busy it is, whether or not I'll be able to actually offer as many different customizations as I offer right now. Because like I said, it's just me, and this is strictly a while my kids are sleeping side hustle, so I may need to limit my customization offers, but I'm not totally sure. Okay, and sorry, moths? Jess, was that you? Someone was wanting to see all my moths. All of them are different. So, I'm gonna spread them out on a paper so that I can lift it up if I want to get them closer to the camera. I am almost done for the night, Shabaya. I guess I am done working on Ivy's journal, yes. I was just showing the pre-made journals, and then we're doing a little moth reveal. And then I'm gonna go to bed. Yes, we did finish August. We finished August and we chose how we're gonna lay out September. All right, those are, oh, okay, well, there goes my nice array of moths. These are all the moths, Jess. $20 of them left. Let me give you a good look at those. A few repeat like types, but only, oh no, even those aren't an exact repeat. But yeah, they're all a little bit different. Was that good? Can I sweep these off? They're pretty, hey Penny? I know, they're fun. I don't even know how I would choose one though, because there's so many. That's like the one downside to the moth set, is that like, if you choose moth, you have to choose out of like 20. It's not like just choosing, you know, a ladybug. Then they're all the same. Oh, Holly, I'm nowhere. I've never been to Toronto. I've been to the Toronto airport, but I am from the sticks. Nowhere near. Toronto. Alrighty, let me get you guys down for real now. Thank you guys very much. And I'll be honest, I don't actually know where Alabama is. I know it's in the south, but I know probably like 10 states where they're positioned. I used to know them all, but it's been a long time since high school. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining tonight. I will be mailing out all of your orders tomorrow, like I said, and we're going to do September on Monday. We've locked in, it's a baby girl theme. We chose our clothesline doodle and how we're going to lay that out. So we've got all the decisions made for Monday. Well, I guess we'll choose a color palette and stuff, but yes, I will see you guys there if you are interested. Okay, see, I've been to Atlanta, Georgia, actually. That's like one of the few southern states that I've been to was Georgia. Gainesville and Atlanta. But yes, if you are interested in placing an order, we will pack it live whenever you're here next. You just need to let me know, I'm here, can we pack my order, and we'll do it. Please use the code livestream if you do place an order so that you can get your discount. And I hope you guys all have a great weekend. I will see you next week. Good to meet you too, and have